Hey guys, and welcome back to day 2 of the IMEX Goal Crushing Challenge. I'm excited about today because we're actually going to start the planning process. Before we do, I want to let you know that in the future, you're always going to want to do this before the actual month that you're planning for begins. For example, March is coming up next. You're going to want to go ahead and do your planning on one of the last days of February to go ahead and get it out the way so when March begins, you're laser focused and ready to start crushing those goals. In the email that I sent you, I also sent the first 2 pages of the printable planner that I created for you. Now, I went ahead and created this planner because I didn't know if everyone would have time to go out and get a journal, and I don't want you to have any excuses not to get started today. So the very first thing that you're going to do, and it's very important, is brainstorm. The first page of the printable that I sent you, it consists of 2 sections, monthly goals and everyday goals. You're going to brainstorm for each of these. But let me tell you the difference between monthly goals and everyday goals. Monthly goals are things that cannot be accomplished in a day. These are the things that are going to take a little bit longer. I'll give you some examples. This month, my brainstorm consisted of podcasts, blog, this challenge, a course that I want to launch, as well as a drop shipping store that's supposed to be launching. It was a long list, right? So I put all that down on paper. So that's what you want to do. Every big idea or big goal that you have in mind, you want to put it there. Then you're going to come down to your everyday goals. Everyday goals are just as important. However, they can be accomplished in one day, and they're goals that you want to implement every day. So for me, my everyday goals are to spend time with God first thing in the morning, not open my phone before I've spent that time, make sure my son is in bed by 8 p.m., drink 75 ounces of water every day, things like that. Those are my types of daily goals, and yours may be to work out once a day for 20 minutes. It may be to make sure you drink your green smoothie, because I do celery juice. That's another one of my daily goals. I like to make sure I drink celery juice every morning. So you understand what I'm saying. Those are the type of goals that are going to be for your daily. You're going to brainstorm those as well. Now, after you're done brainstorming, what I want you to do is put your goals in order according to their importance. Number them in order of their importance, right? So for me and my monthly goals, my most important thing that I wanted to do this month was have this challenge with you guys. My second most important thing is to launch my course. Third on the list was finishing the launch of my drop shipping store. The reason why you want to number these things is because you can't do everything. I cannot launch a blog, a podcast, my drop shipping store, hold a course, do a free challenge. There's no way. It's impossible for me to do all the things I want to do. So I have to narrow that list down. Generally, I try to narrow the list down to 2 to 3 things per month, 2 to 3 big monthly goals. If I just so happen to finish my 2 to 3 big monthly goals, then maybe I'll start on the next one. But starting out 2 to 3 big monthly goals for me is more than enough. Once you've done that for your monthly goals, then you want to come down and do it for your everyday goals. Because this is the thing. I've tried to set 1,000,001 daily goals, and it's just not feasible. You're not going to do everything on that list. So you want to start off with just a few, 3 to 5 daily goals. And the reason why is because once you get those things in place, daily goals become habits. Those are the kinds of things. Daily goals generally become habits. You want to get to a place where you no longer even have to write it down because you're automatically doing it. Now, for me, some stuff, I like to keep it on the list just because. But, eventually things become habits. Once they become a habit, you don't have to write them down every single month. So go ahead and number those daily goals and decide, 3 to 5 of them, because you'll probably have more daily goals than you do monthly goals. So you want to decide which ones you're going to start on for the month of February. Okay, so once you've completed with your brainstorming, as well as numbering the goals in the order of importance, I want you to turn over to the next page of your planner that I sent you. There's 2 sections at the top for MVP goals. One for your monthly and also one for your everyday goals. I want you to bring down the top goals from your brainstorm. Top 3 for your monthly goals and top 3 to 5 for your daily goals. Now, once you bring those down, it's time for you to do something that most times people don't do. And now, since I've been doing it, it makes so much sense, and it makes things easier, and it also makes it easier to hold yourself accountable. You're going to create due dates for your monthly goals, most importantly. Because remember, like we talked about in the beginning, monthly goals are things that can't be accomplished in one day. They need time. You have to do several tasks to reach those goals. So we're going to put a due date on those monthly goals. So I want you to look at your goals, think about how much time you need to complete them, and put a little due date beside it. If it's going to take longer than 1 month to complete that goal, then you need to break that goal down. For example, if your goal was to start and launch a blog, unless you have a lot of time on your hands, you're not going to have enough time to start and launch a blog, because you have to write the blog posts, you have to get the graphics done. There's a list of things. So maybe you want to cut that to just start blog, that way that you have to write a couple of blog posts, you have to get the website name and do the different things. So if you're thinking that your goal can't fit into this month, then break it down. Just break it down and have a due date for this part of it. And then next month, you have a due date for the next part of it. But all of your monthly goals have to have a due date. Reason being, when these due dates hit, then you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to look back and say, okay, why didn't this get done? Once you've completed thinking about when due dates can be, then go ahead and write them down alongside the goals in the bottom section of your planner. Now, you have the beginning of your plan. You know exactly what to expect from yourself for the month of February. Tomorrow, we'll work on taking these goals and breaking them down into daily tasks and, of course, habits for your everyday goals. I'm super excited. Can't wait, and I will see you guys tomorrow.